What's up, Bernie7 here? Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we're hopping into House, episode number 7 of season number 1, called Fidelity. Hopefully you've been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited episodes actually over there if you want them. If you don't, totally cool. Episodes here whenever they show up. Last episode was the Method episode, which, why am I drawing a blank on the last episode? It was the one with yeah. Oh wait, the mom and the kid that he was taking care of the mom, but he was actually young. I actually liked last episode. I actually thought it was pretty good. I'm not sure if like you guys saw so, but I think I gave it like an 8. I thought I really enjoyed it, so I'm hoping that we kind of keep that rhythm going. Um, I mentioned this stuff about Cameron where I was getting like these interesting vibes about Cameron. I saw in the comments that you guys keep have mentioned about me. Like, why is Cameron like what is Chase bring to the team kind of thing, which you guys kind of made fun of me a little bit in on the YouTube comments and stuff. So, but we're gonna hop in here, have a good time, like, comment, subscribe. Pretty much, here we go. So who's gonna be the
How do you work
case?
things out?
It'll probably be you because you're the actor that I know.
Talk. Someone apologizes. Come on.
Is she sweating? Is
I've
that?
been out of bed since Wednesday.
Leave me alone.
Come on. Sit up.
No, leave me alone.
Honey.
Oh! What the?
Described her as being unusually irritable recently.
And?
I didn't realize it was possible for a woman to be unusually irritable.
Nice try, but you're a misanthrope, not a misogynist.
Does she have fake boobs?
Good Lord. Are those real?
Wow, is that
Do
really?
they look real?
They look
That-
pretty damn good.
Oh my
They were a
god!
present for my husband's 40th. I
Is
figured
that
he'd
real?
enjoy them more than a sweater.
Wow,
That's so sweet.
This is really a conversation we're
I'm
having.
afraid the cause of your problem could be staring us right in the face. Why a lie if everybody knows it's a lie?
Well, if a tree pretends to fall in a forest, House, come on, they're breasts. They're a birthday present, not a philosophical treatise.
Lie number 1. She did not do that for her husband.
It takes 2 department heads to treat shortness of breath. What, did the complications increase exponentially with cup size?
I want an EKG and blood test, including tox screen on Mrs. Exam Room 1.
You're ordering tests to cover your lechery. Interesting.
Honey, you right?
Oh, she got bad seizure. What the hell?
She's seizing!
Is that
Get on
what?
your side.
Okay.
I need the Mativan! I'll get it.
Syndrome causes
Are all
the
these
body's own
cases
antibodies
based
to
on
get thrown
real
off track.
stuff?
They end up attacking the brain
One
instead
of you
of
guys
the
tell me
tumor.
that?
So, if you do find a tumor, what do you do?
We treat the underlying malignant.
Why are you riding me?
It's what I do. Has it got worse lately?
Yeah, seems to me.
Really? Well, that rules out the race thing. It was just as black last week.
What the fuck? How is that an answer?
3 years. She's my best rôtisseur.
Oh, she's not the school teacher. The other girl
Rôtisseur
is.
prepares the roasted meats and gravies.
Skin irritation. I'll get you some hydrocortisone in a minute.
Oh, whoa. Oh, don't stop.
Tuesday, it really
Stop.
itches.
Stop.
How about I get you that cream right now?
Oh, dude, do you not see how hard she's itching? Do you not see how hard she's itching?
Elise, calm down. Elise, calm down. Nothing
Oh
there.
man, could you imagine? Oh my god, could you imagine when you just start to see shit like that? Oh
We have
god.
some data.
You gave sedatives to a
Blood cultures in the timeline rule out most bacteria.
patient throws up on your shoes. Do you clean up most of it?
The symptoms rule out the rest. It's not possible for a patient who's never been to Africa to have African sleeping sickness.
I'm just saying it fits the symptoms.
She could have got it from a transfusion.
Or I'm just saying she could have got it from a transfusion.
Which she never had.
See what baby clue?
That's why I ride you. What does that mean? Even when I have a good idea, it's because of him?
Actually, I think he said your idea was a lousy idea.
It has to be one of these 2 conditions. I say we take our best guess and just start treatment, or treat both.
I had lunch with one of the nurses. It's her first time in an oncology unit. She's having a tough time, emotionally.
Perfect.
Preschool teacher with a heart of silicone.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
They came in yesterday. I figured you guys would have been all over them. I know how concerned you were.
She's all upset because you paid more attention to the other girl. You check out her ass. I've got the chest.
The tests were normal.
But your EKG shows a slightly decreased heart rate.
Is that a problem?
You told me you hadn't changed your diet or exercise. Were you lying?
Lying?
Does your husband have high blood pressure?
My husband.
Yeah, you see, if you're gonna repeat everything I say,
Yeah,
this
what are you doing?
conversation's gonna take twice as long.
Wait, are you saying that
That it looks like your husband stirred in some of his blood pressure medication along with brown sugar.
you think my husband's trying to poison me?
No,
Why?
nothing like that. He just doesn't want to have sex with you. Decreased sex drive is one of the most common side effects of the beta blockers he's been taking. I'm guessing he figured if you're both frigid, no harm, no foul. Should have gotten in the sweater.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
What should I do?
If you care about your husband at all, I'd do the responsible thing. Buy yourself some condoms, go to a bar, find...
Wait, did he just realize that the other woman was cheating? He just suggested cheating.
sex. Anything that can be transmitted via the blood can be transmitted through sex.
Sleeping sickness from sex?
It's not without precedent.
I'm pretty sure it is.
They love each other.
Or
one of them cheated.
Compensating for guilt.
Find out which it is.
All right,
You want me
Chase.
to ask a man whose wife is about to die if he cheated on her?
No, ask
I want you
her.
to be polite and let her die. But you've never been prescribed folic acid. You can't lose a baby if you've never been pregnant.
You pulled my medical records?
Oh, wow.
The other day, I was concerned.
You were curious.
Wow. He said she.
Tomato.
He said you caused. I was concerned.
So it's either sleeping sickness or this rabbit thing.
Significantly more likely if you've had an affair.
Have you ever had an affair?
You might be reluctant to admit it.
No.
I just want to be perfectly clear. If your wife has sleeping sickness and we don't treat her,
Would I?
she'll die.
Once they bring up the she'll die if you don't tell the truth, I don't think somebody can live with that.
It's tularemia. Started on IV chloramphenicol, 25 milligrams per kilogram, 4
It's
times a
dangerous
day.
though.
Good night.
What time is it? 4 a.m. Do you not remember just asking? I don't know.
Huh?
Elise?
Seizure again?
Elise? Elise?
What?
She's in a coma.
Wow, she just fell into a coma, like while
There's
while
only
talking.
one way. If this guy's lying about sleeping around, he knows he's murdering his wife.
Does seem unlikely. Go away.
What a dick, yeah. Ew, damn, what is it? Like, why wouldn't she say she cheated?
I've never had an affair.
I believe you.
And I trust Elise.
Well,
The treatment for this disease is a drug that's fatal on its own 10% of the time.
Why would she lie if she knew it could kill her?
I don't ask why patients lie. I just assume they all do.
But why?
To protect you, because she didn't think it mattered. She's gonna be dead
I
by
mean,
tomorrow morning.
I get it though. She was not. I mean, no, I don't. The other option is death. If I cheated on someone, unless I felt so
Trust
guilty
your
about
wife
it.
that much.
If she gets better, it means she wasn't always there for me. Big part of me can't handle that. Doesn't want her to get better.
Oh shit. Married.
Does that make me a terrible person?
She,
Yes.
what? Yeah, I mean, it does make her like he wants her to die. like not really, but he's saying he hopes that she doesn't get better. Like that's rough, man.
What's going on?
I'm recalibrating the centrifuge.
Turn around.
Crying.
I got married. And
At age, the chances of a marriage lasting.
it lasted 6 months. Thyroid cancer metastasized to his brain.
Oh
There's nothing
shit.
they could do. I watched my husband die.
Whoa, that's
I'm sorry.
dark.
But that's not the whole story.
Ooh.
It's a symptom, not your illness. Thyroid cancer would have been diagnosed at least a year before his death. You knew he was dying when you married him.
Started 270 micrograms per minute 10 minutes ago. Still no change.
What the hell? She waking up?
He's awake.
Oh, he left her. Holy shit. That's insane. I'd be mad though. I'd be mad at two different things. The fact that you cheated and the fact that you were willing to die.
Do you know how lucky you are? Your wife is alive. She loves you.
What she did. You can't love a person and do that to them.
Is it the neighbor? Damn. Infidelity. Yeah, that was a great episode, honestly. I really liked that episode. I'm leaning towards an 8 right now. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I thought it handled everything pretty much really well. I love hearing Cameron's backstory. The boob stuff, as creepy as it was at the beginning, I like that story too. The side story of like the woman she got bigger boobs because her husband wouldn't sleep with her, and then she was trying to figure that out, and then we find out, oh, the husband was essentially poisoning you to make you not want to, to try to get you to not want to have sex either. It was an interesting story. Then we have the Wilson story where he's hanging out with another woman, but he keeps saying that he's not cheating on his wife. He's in love with his wife. So that's interesting, right? I want to know more about that. But the main thing I liked, well, I liked the case itself. I liked the resolution to that case. I thought the ending was one of those where you're like, it makes you think, what would you do, right? Like in my mind, I look at it like, you cheated on me, already awful. You were so scared of like admitting that you did it, you were willing to die, and then like that's great. Like that's I don't know because I love the conversation the house had with the I call him Lincoln from Prison Break. Yeah, I mean, I thought I handled everything well. So from what I gathered from the story, Cameron married her husband knowing he was dying. Is that because she wanted to feel love? She wanted to love, like she wanted love that badly, right? That even though she knew it was going to end in heartache, she wanted to marry him. Is that what that was? Because she was 21? Because I think House proved that the kid thing, his kid theory wasn't real. Like it wasn't right. But all right, we'll break it down. We'll kind of go through it. So we start off, we get the running. The show does this interesting thing where it's thrown in like, ooh, it could happen here, and maybe it's somebody in the background. Like I like that. Here it was the guy's wife. She slaps him, and then she's like, something's wrong with me. I mean, yeah. The slap, I mean, I wouldn't think the slap is anything wrong with you. I would just think that, sleeping 18 hours a day, that would be what's wrong with you. We didn't really get a sense of why Cameron really wanted this case, though, honestly. Like, her fascination with the case was that a husband was watching his wife die. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. We then get the typical stuff. We're sitting around the table trying to figure things out, figure out what's what, who's like, why is he dying? What could it be? Then we get introduced to this story. Now, this is creepy, right? Like, I'm not crazy. This is ultra creepy, right? Like him staring at her boobs. The show even does like the show does like a thing where it makes sure to show us the boobs, us the audience, to like be fascinated by her boobs. Like, look.
Good.
I thought she was gonna have like a scarring because his reaction.
Lord.
yeah, like it does like this thing about it's a weird scene. Like it's a weird scene, right? But like the good Lord and then the boo, it's just and then him calling Willis, it's ultra creepy. What year this is? Probably early 2000s, maybe. Different times. This will never fly now. Because House is supposed to be somebody we root for, but he's also kind of creepy here. He's never come off as creepy. He comes off as an asshole. They do the whole thing, and they're trying to figure out what's wrong. They talk to Wilson. House is noticing that Wilson's kind of looking a bit spiffy. He's like, "Oh, why are you all dressed up?" Betty talks about both of you needed to look at one woman, all the cup size. Lady goes into has a seizure. More conversations here about what's happening. She's doing all the x-rays. Cameron's getting real attached. So Cameron's becoming very attached to every case now. It's kind of becoming like a trait of hers. So what I was gonna say also during the reaction was Foreman is the smartest. Cameron, House already said why he brought her, because she's pretty, and she's really good at her job, just not the best. I'm guessing he brought in Chase because Chase is kind of like a simple thinker. He'll assume it's something easy to fix before it's something hard to fix. Kind of like House a little bit. But I'm noticing like Chase will almost always agree with House. Like it's rare when he disagrees with House. So I'm guessing maybe that's why he brought him. More conversation. House is making, busting Foreman's chops. Foreman then says, why do you mess with me? He's like, well, we know it's not racism because you were this black last week. We find out that whatever she has, she didn't get from her work. More conversation, more her camera getting close. She has like a stroke or something. Then Then Foreman brings up the African sleeping thing, which then makes House be like, and that's why I ride you. Make you think outside the box. Yeah, bring it up. What's happening here? What's the camera situation?
So this should tell us whether or not she's got rabbit fever.
For diagnosis of tularemia, you need a 4.
This is the rabbit fever thing. So it's not just the cheating thing. At one point, this is the whole conversation about I'm not cheating on my wife. I love my wife. Right? No, this isn't that. This is House again talking about his shoes and his pants and looking spiffy. We then get the girl with the big boobs. We get the reveal of her story, which is it's ultimately your husband's poisoning you because his pills make him not want to have sex with you. That's that. We then get the conversation of we need you guys to talk to each of them, figure out which one's cheating. He doesn't send Cameron because Cameron's getting too attached, so he doesn't think she could do. And he says, "You don't think I could do my job?" And I'd be like, "Well, I mean, there's been several times where you literally can't. You don't tell the patients everything." So he says he's never cheated on her. She says she's never cheated on him. And that's the part I'm like, damn, dude, she was willing to die. That's crazy. They try the one medicine. It ends up putting her in a coma. Then we try the other medicine once, Dr. House has the whole conversation with the husband about how much do you trust your wife, and brings up all this great conversation about one night at a bar, a mistake, all this stuff, right? And the guy's like, he doesn't know. So we end up giving her the biohazard medicine, which then leads to the husband saying, so if she gets better, that means that she cheated on me. And he says, I don't think that's something I could live with. He admits he's flawed there, though, essentially. But then it's one of those where, like, I was with him about, I don't think I could forgive it. But when he goes to the line of, I don't want her to get better, I'm like, do you want her to die? That's, holy shit, man. That's crazy. Cameron gets caught, she's crying, she's emotional. Because, we get her backstory about what happened. House says there's something more to it, and he brings up the fact that she married him knowing. So to Cameron walking, no, but I just don't get how this relates to Cameron beyond a husband watching his wife die. Him leaving, is that because she never left her husband? She stood by him and watched him die, and she thinks that everybody should do that. But then the cheating, though. Curious about, did Cameron cheat? Did somebody cheat? Did somebody cheat on her? I don't know. Then the girl doesn't get better. Then she does get better. ultimately she cheated. And yeah, I thought the ending was really good when Cameron tries to say your wife is alive and all this stuff, and he's like, how can you love somebody and do what you did there? Which Cameron gives a thing to.
Love a person and do that to them?
She loves you.
It makes me believe that Cameron cheated. I don't know. Maybe she's just, I don't know. It's interesting. I thought, and then walk away. He gets better. She needs to know who the person that she cheated with, and we get the dun, dun, dun. It's the dude's best friend. And that's the episode. So great episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Patreon for the full reaction. Uncut and edited episodes over there extra early if you want them. If you don't, totally cool episodes here whenever they show up. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll talk to you guys later.